Hi, I'm Professor Gill, and I would like to discuss Lighting Package 1, which includes assignment, quiz, test, and final project 1. Please pay attention to the due date and the project value. Let's start. For Lighting Assignment 1, we have two parts. Part 1, please watch these videos, Pro Lighting Strategies, Tips, and Tricks, and Interior Design, Lighting Design 101 Principles, House Design Ideas, and Home Decor Tips. And for part 2, identify three spaces in your home and describe the lighting. You can use your bedroom, bathroom, living room, dining area, kitchen, etc. Please choose the most challenging space that you can find in your home and also include a picture of each area. This is a sample that I want to give to you as a reference when you identify three spaces in your home and describe the lighting. You're going to write the location, and then you're going to write a narrative and analysis of the lighting. In this case, this kitchen have different lighting techniques. You can see cove lighting, under cabinet lighting, pendant, and recessed linear light. Also, you can see different type of layers of light. You can see ambient light, created by the recessed linear light. You can see accent light, created by the cove lighting, task light, created by the pendant and the under cabinet lighting. The light under the cabinet can change from cool light to warm light using a control. All the lights are dimmable. The blue ambient light from the ceiling cove give a nice ice environment that complement with the warm finishing color of the countertop. However, this light can be changed to any color. One thing we need to keep in mind is that glossy finishes can affect our design, as you can see the reflection of the recessed linear in the white cabinetry. I'm going to provide the three spaces, or you're going to do your descriptions or narrative and your picture. This is number 1, space number 2, and space number 3. Now let's talk about lighting quiz 1. Here are some lighting questions that I want you to do. What do you think about the process of lighting? Why are lighting designers important? Tell me your experience with lighting from one of your favorite interior design final projects. Do you think having a light concept is important and why? Try to think of a particular place you have been where you love the lighting. What was this place and why did you love it? Let's talk about lighting test 1. For the test, we're going to have 3 parts. Part 1, I want you to find one well-designed space and identify the concept. Write a narrative and analysis summary for the use of the luminaire or luminaires. Part 2, you're going to find 3 well-designed hotel images. It could be the lobby, lounge, room, bathroom, etc. And identify and describe minimum 5 lighting layers or types. For part 3, you're going to find 3 well-designed restaurants images. It could be a eating area, lounge area, bar, bathrooms, etc. And identify and describe minimum 5 lighting layers or types. Please include the website links for all the images in the presentation. Here is an example that I want you to take as a reference, and this is how you identify the concept. First of all, after you find images that help you, and it has to be a well-designed space, you're going to identify the concept, which is what do you see in the space, especially referring with the lighting. In this case, we see geometric shapes, and the most things that we see is diagonal lines. You can see this is a modern and a minimalist. The lines are very skinny and very clean lines. Then when I identify the concept, I will research for a little image that help me with that concept. In this case, I have an image of diagonal lines. And then I will write a narrative, an analysis summary for the use of the luminaires or luminaire. The design intent is to create a futuristic and unique environment. Using diagonal lines of light in horizontal and vertical planes, as well as a specific color temperature, is like creating a piece of art in the ceiling. Also, the lighting system represents movement for a dynamic space. The lighting becomes the attention because of the amount of lines and give an ambient light needed for the different areas. I like the end of the vertical lighting because of the pattern created on the floor. Light was very important in this project because it became a major part of the ceiling. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to identify the concept in a very well designed space, and then you're going to find an image to represent that, and then you're going to write a narrative. Here is the empty page for you to fill out. This is a good example for part number 2 as a reference, which is identify and describe lighting layers or types. What we have here, we have general or ambient lighting, represented with number 1, recessed down lighting. We have accent lighting, represented with number 2, cove lighting reflected in the mirror. Number 3 is cove lighting at the desk. And number 4 is recessed down and up light at vertical surface. We can see task lighting. Number 5, recessed in desk. We can see decorative lighting. Number 6, in chandelier. And sparkle lighting. Number 7, chandelier crystals. Please make sure that the numbers are visible in the image. Here is page number 1 for the hotel area, number 2, and number 3. For part number 3, for the test, we have this sample of the restaurant, which is the same as the hotel. Identify and describe lighting layers. We have number 1, recessed down light for general ambient lighting. We have number 2, 3, and 4 for accent lighting. We have number 5 for task lighting, and we have number 6 for decorative lighting. Here's the first page for the restaurant space, second page, and third page. Now let's talk about lighting final project 1. Here we have 2 parts. Part number 1, select a few materials, minimum 3, and put them together. Then play with the light and camera angles to catch an interesting view. The intention is to get a picture where the materials are not easy to identify. A great example for this is the second image below. You are going to repeat this process twice using different materials. At the end, you will have 2 different concepts. Then select the one you feel is the best. You will be using this concept throughout your assignments and final project. After selecting one of them, you will be analyzing the concept and begin to write a concept statement, which is your design intent. Part number 2 is going to be analysis of the concept, lighting spaces of inspiration, and concept statement. Here, I want to show you 2 different concepts that I create. The concept number 1, I put 3 or 4 different materials together, and I played with the angle, played with the light, and took these pictures. And concept number 2, I did the same with totally different materials, using materials that doesn't have any color, it's very neutral, and I play with the lighting. As you can see, because I have 2 different concepts, I have to select one of them. And I wish you to select the one that you really love, because that's going to be your concept for the final project. Here is a page that you're going to locate the 2 different concepts. And here we start analyzing the concept. What I want you to do after you select one of the concepts, you will find a picture that is very difficult to identify the materials. It's like an abstract picture. And then you're going to see what you can describe from the picture, right? In this case, I have reflection, I have analysis of the color, I have different texture, movement, I have different shapes, I have density, light versus dark. So I want you to select some of the elements here and create your own composition, because that's going to help you later on for the selection of your lighting fixture. Here is a page you can use to put your picture, your concept, and analysis what do you have. When you finish with the analysis of the concept, which is the bottom part of this page, then you're going to start to create a collage of images that represent that concept. As for example, we have here the same colors, we have a reflection, we have some texture, we have shapes, we have density, light and dark. And this is the images that are going to help you to go to the next step. This is a page that you're going to use for that. And here is when you start to see the concept coming alive. And again, you copy the same analysis of the concept in the bottom of the page. Then you select some images in the left that's going to help you to find spaces that mimic and repeat the concept. As you can see, we have a lot of color repetition. We have a lot of density, round shape. We have some dark and light. And it's like when you see the pictures and you see the concept analysis in the bottom, it's kind of the same idea. And that's when you follow the concept. Here's the page that you can do that. And the final part is the concept statement. And this is one example. I wrote based on my concepts, reflection, color, texture, movement, density, geometrical shapes, and light and versus dark. I would like to create a space that is inviting and exciting by using different lighting techniques. Also, I will create different type of light levels such as ambient, accent, sparkle, and task lighting to pursue different environments. Dimming and control lighting is extremely important in this project to reflect different moods. The intention of this project is to invite people to spend time and feel wow by using different luminaires. Lighting will enhance the different areas and make every space unique and memorable. And that's what I want you to write. I want you to write a statement from your own concept. You can get this as a reference. And that's the final part of the final project number one. Here is the page that you use for the concept statement. And when you finish, please, please, please erase the reference pages, the sample pages, including this page, and convert this PowerPoint file in PDF. Then upload this lighting package 1 in the Bright Space platform. In the end, you will have only the pages that you see here, which is 21 pages. Good luck and have fun.